Comer. Renata. Carro. What's up guys, Levi here with Latino Fluency, where I help you to become fluent in real conversational Latino Mexican Spanish. In today's video, I want to talk about the R pronunciation in Spanish. This is a subject that comes up all the time, so I wanted to make a short, brief video that goes directly to the point and gives you the essentials that you need to know to be able to understand and to be able to improve your pronunciation of the sound. If you're ready, que bueno, vamos a empezar. So for starters, there are a few ways to pronounce the R sound in Spanish. Okay, so number one is going to be the r, the short R, single flap of the tongue sound, right? Caro, barato. So that single R is in the middle of a word, right? It's not at the beginning, it's not at the very end, it is right in the middle. Caro, barato. And you can tell I'm not saying carro, barato, nothing like that. One flap of the tongue. So that's the first kind of R in Spanish. The second type of R in Spanish is when you have an R, a single R, at the very end of a word. The majority of the time, you're going to say, for example, comer, manejar, dormir. And you're going to have that one flap of the tongue at the end. Sometimes, however, and it depends on the dialect, it depends where you're hearing Spanish from. A lot of times in Mexico, you will hear native speakers emphasize a word or an expression with a r at the end. Know that this exists, and a lot of natives will say, no, we don't say that, we never say that. But if you're listening to them speak, a lot of times if it's a lot of emphasis on something, you will hear a dragging out of the r. But just know that typically it's not something that you need to do. I wouldn't recommend training yourself to do that. So just remember with this rule, if you have the single R at the end, it's comer, dormir, manejar, and it's a one flap of the tongue. The third R sound you hear in Spanish is the most famous of them all, right? And that is the r, right? The long double, triple flap of your tongue. The first thing that we'll look at with this is when you have a single R starting a word. So, for example, Renata, Ramon, Roberto. Those are all names that start with an R, and so thus you will hear a kind of a double flap, or depends on the emphasis, a triple flap of your tongue. Like Renata, Roberto, Ramon. You'll hear that all the time in Spanish, and that is the single R at the beginning of a word, okay? The fourth way to use the R pronunciation in Spanish is, of course, when you have the double R's. So anytime you see two R's together, you're gonna have that double or triple flap of the tongue, the r, carro, corrida, burro. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully this makes it much more clear on when to pronounce a single R versus a double R sound in Spanish. In a future video, I'll go more into depth on like training you to specifically produce this sound. So hopefully you have a better idea of when to use one sound versus the other. If you're interested in learning Spanish with me, I really encourage you to go to latinofluency.com and check out my courses, check out my private tutoring. You're gonna see that I have courses for listening, for speaking, and I also have private tutoring where I can help you improve your conversation and really any skills that you're trying to hone and develop. I can help you with those. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Adios y gracias de nuevo.